বিবিসি বাংলা।
Over 74 years, BBC Bangla has gained the trust of millions of people around the world on radio, online and on TV. Our audiences are not only listeners, they are also active participants of our programs. BBC Bangla Radio is very popular with millions around the world, and on Facebook it's popular too, with over 4.5 million people in our community. Every minute people visit our webpage to get the latest updates, and they're telling us their stories too. Both in Dhaka and London, the BBC Bangla team works hard to give its audience the most up-to-date, accurate and impartial news and current affairs programs. Our audience trusts reporters like Kadir Kollul to bring them the news that's relevant, credible and objective, battling all odds to produce the very best of BBC journalism.
বিবিসির শোনার ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা এক্সাক্ট অ্যাকুরেট জিনিসটা পাবো, সেটা একটু দেরিতে পাই বা একটু আগেই পাই বা তাড়াতাড়ি পাই, আমরা সঠিক নিউজটা পাবো।
বিবিসি নিউজগুলো অনেক ফেয়ার নিউজ পাওয়া যায়, এই জন্য বিবিসি শোনা হয়।
দেশের বিদেশের বাইরের ভালো মন্দ সবকিছু মিলে খবর শোনার জন্য মেনলি শোনা হয়।
নিউজগুলোর মধ্যে কোনো আপনার বায়াসনেস থাকে না, প্লাস হচ্ছে ম্যানিপুলেশন থাকে না নিউজগুলোর মধ্যে।
The BBC's been there at every stage of the country's birth. There's a saying that the first casualty of war is the truth.
The Awami League won all but 2 of the seats in the East Wing, but the Awami League has no representation in the West Wing.
Mark Tully's reporting during the struggle of liberation in 1971 was seen by many as a lifeline. The BBC's present-day radio partner is Bangladesh Betar, the country's national radio station, which broadcasts over 400 hours of programming every day.
BBC is very popular in our country. We have seen during our War of Independence in 1971, people used to sit together in the evening to hear BBC news and their new current affairs. And because of the impartial reporting of BBC, actually the world people could hear what is really happening during the liberation war, and that really helped create a opinion globally in favor of independence of Bangladesh.
Dhaka is a city of more than 15 million.
Alongside our radio operation, we are going from strength to strength in television in both Bangla and English.
Well, the BBC has reporters in this city, as it does in many cities around the world. Akbar Hussain has been to the scene of the crime. This is a narrow, busy street in the heart of the capital.
Our bilingual reporter Akbar Hussain has been at the forefront of driving our news gathering operation, further developing a clear bridge of understanding between national and international audiences.
Attackers grabbed them and handed over them to police.
The BBC Charity Media Action also produces a weekly pre-recorded panel show with an interactive studio audience which gets to the heart of the issues of the day.
What we've been able to do together is open up a space for discussion and dialogue. We're the only programme at the moment that has senior people from both sides of the political divide talking to each other, and we're also the only place where real people are able to interact directly with politicians.
Building on the popularity of the online and radio operation, BBC Bangla is now entering a new era with Probaho TV, the first live weekly news and current affairs program. With the view of making this program a success, the BBC Probaho team of 6 people are now undergoing intense training. We'll be engaging with the audience, building on their trust. We'll be holding the movers and shakers of Bangladesh to account with hard-hitting live studio interviews. BBC Bangla is building on its collaboration with Channel I, which has been broadcasting Shonglap for the last 10 years. It will now also broadcast BBC Probaho in the Thursday evening primetime slot. The founder of Channel I has won numerous awards for making agriculture programs for the last 28 years.
আগে সংলাপের মাধ্যমে গণমাধ্যমের একটা স্তর আনিত হয়েছে, প্রবাহের মাধ্যমে নতুন আরেকটা স্তর তৈরি হবে। এটাতে আমি বলতেই পারি। এবং বিবিসির সাথে কাজ করে চ্যানেলাই যেমন অনেক বেশি আনন্দিত, উল্লসিত, পার্টনারশিপে ভালো। আমিও মনে করি যে একটা গ্লোবাল চ্যানেল বিবিসি হিসেবে দেশের অন্যান্য দেশের সাথে যাদের অ্যাফিলিয়েশন বিবিসি আছে তার মাধ্যমে বাংলাদেশ থেকেও একটি গণতান্ত্রিক প্র্যাকটিস, সংবাদের স্বচ্ছতা, বস্তুনিষ্ঠতা, এই ইস্যুসগুলো একটা স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে তো যারা দাঁড়িয়ে যাবে।
BBC Prabaho will not only make impact in Bangladesh, we are also hoping to lead the way with a new type of television program for the BBC World Service headquarters based in London. We'll be integrating our social media presence and UGC into the live program, supported by a highly experienced team at New Broadcasting House, led by BBC Bangla editor Sabir Mustafa.
BBC Bangla in Bangladesh today, we've come a long way from 1941 when we just had a radio 15 minutes every week. Now we are on online, we are on social media, we are on FM across the country, and even though shortwave listening is declining, but people are picking us up on FM, and we are finally breaking into television. So what we are saying to our listeners is that whatever device you use, whether you have a radio by your bedside, whether you have a television in your front room, or whether you have a mobile phone or a tablet in your hand, BBC Bangla is always with you.
We are broadcasting from the heart of Dhaka, but we'll be covering the entire country. The news and views that matter, meaningful engagement with our audience. The best of BBC journalism. That's what BBC Bangla is all about.